Hey, it's Lorianne from Stonehaven Shorts here. I am getting ready to go out into the garden. I said I wasn't going to plant as much this year, but like I've mentioned, we are expecting a family wedding, so it's about beautification, excuse me, as well as having food that we enjoy and we love to preserve. This is a wonderful rolling rack. I highly recommend it. I was able to snag one from a friend. And so I'm hardening off all of my greenhouse vines. And for those of you who don't know what hardening off means, in Canada, we have a very short growing season. Most of our bedding plants are done in a greenhouse, and we have to get them used to what it's like to be Canadian. So we are pushing them out during the daylight and the sun, where it's nice and warm, bringing them in the evening so that they're used to being Canadian and used to hitting, will be ready to hit the garden once the risk of final frost has happened. For this location, I have planted on the third week of May and have had snow afterwards. So I'm a little concerned. What I'm going to be planting in the garden is the cold weather crops, lettuce, spinach, kale, carrots, those kinds of things. I'm not going to be planting these for a little bit, so I'm going to be hardening. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Let's get these rolled out and let's get out into the garden. If you follow along with us, a couple of nights ago, I had planned out my beds with the drip line. Now that Mr. Gregory has connected them to the drip line, the next thing is to make sure they're straight. Last year we used landscaping pins, which didn't really do that well. They flopped around, they didn't go deep enough, and they rusted out. This year, we have the brilliant idea of trying just some plain old tent pegs and seeing if we can secure it in. So my first job is to secure a couple of beds that I plan on planting with these pins, making sure it's nice and straight, and that will give me actually some good guidelines of where I want to plant things. So let's start with that. That looks pretty good. Full disclosure, I could totally change my mind, but here is the plan. I've consulted my companion planting and what I have graphed out, and this is where I've placed the envelopes of seeds, is where I plan to plant them. I do have funny little painted signs for the places that I didn't have, that I have plans for. And I highly recommend that you do get them. You can get them at craft stores or whatever. They're really kind of cute. They're a great marker until things start to get going. This is my plan. However, the heat is starting to hit and I have to run in and change. I'm going to grab a glass of water and then I'm going to come out here and see how much I get done. And if I don't get it all done, then I'm totally fine with that too. I have a golfing tee time set up for later today. So either way, it's going to be a great day, people. Okay, I've just about got the cold weather crops done. Although I've planned out for my zucchini, my spaghetti squashes, a second crop of carrots and lettuce. Of course, I'm not going to plant that today. It needs to be a little bit warmer. The pole beans that I'm doing, I've done the ones that are purple on the outside of the trellises, and I've done, or I'm going to finish up doing Kentucky blue on the inside of the trellises. I often do plant two different types of pole beans just because it's a different weight of the vines, it's a different leaf color, and I enjoy eating different kinds of beans. So let me finish up with that. And then honestly, I've had all of this done in about an hour and a half. So yeah, it didn't take very long at all. Let me finish this up. Everybody plants a little bit differently, and I'm sure people have many different ideas on how to plant. I have never had this wrong. In fact, I've always had several beans to choose from. And I think beans are pretty hardy. I don't think you can screw up beans. So there we go. Let's get around to the other side. I'm going along, of course, I'm pulling any low grasses and cleaning off the drip lines, making sure that the holes aren't covered. And there we are. So that's the first planting that has happened. Excuse me, the second week of May. So let's see how we do. I hope your planting is going okay. Until next time, avoid the ordinary. Plant some different stuff this year. Enjoy.